The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Two people just meeting, barely touching each other. Two spirits grieving, trying to carry it further. You are one, and I am another. We should be one inside each other. You can see inside me. Will you come inside me? Do you wanna ride inside my love? You can see inside me. Will you come inside me? Do you wanna ride in?
Oh my God. I was like, where am I at? Okay, here I am. Okay, welcome to Musicology. We could not do a show called Musicology and not acknowledge Minnie Riperton. Her birthday was yesterday, her heavenly birthday. And as I said, we can't have a show called Musicology and not acknowledge the great Minnie Riperton. Let me tell y'all something. She has perfect pitch. Perfect. I mean, her voice is as clear as anybody's voice can get. So, Mariah and Shantae Moore and Shanice, they do that whistle note, that high whistle note. But Minnie's is different. It's effortlessly. Rest in peace, Minnie. That whistle note is not the same, Shout out to Mariah and all them girls said it was she was my mother's favorite singer. Well, not congratulations. Well, thank you for sharing that. I'm talking about congratulations. Well, thank you for sharing that, Linda Bird. Crystal clear pitch, perfect angel. Happy heavenly birthday to the late great Minnie Riperton. Hey everybody, hi. Dr. Holt, Ray Bishop, TK, Linda Bird, Shelby, everybody, my nephew Darnell, everybody. Wade, hey Wade, thank y'all for tuning in. I am a little drowsy, y'all, because it's been a long day, honey. It's a long story, okay? So I'm trying to get my bearings, but I'm here. Welcome to Musicology. Kwame, let's rock and roll while I wake up. Whew. In music news, okay. That ought to wake me up, honey, real quick. In music news, okay, so Beyonce fans, there's something about, they want video visuals for Renaissance. They are restless. They're impatient. Somebody made this graphic and put it up on Twitter. Listen, the woman's going to release the album when she releases it. Y'all can't make the lady make the album or, the visual album anytime sooner. It says, waiting for, child. Okay, at the end of the day, y'all, can y'all give the woman a chance? She got 3 damn children. Get you some coffee, mother. I can't drink no coffee. I can't drink no coffee. Mother, may we please put Taz, okay, we will. I got you. All right. Beyonce got 3 children, y'all. Give the woman a chance. You know what I'm saying? She already gonna, have a tour going. You'll be able to give mother, $1,500, $2,000 next year, Just give her a chance. But why does she have to make a visual album? That's what they want. That's what they want. Rihanna, they want Rihanna to make her album. Rihanna got a baby, makeup and cosmetics and stuff and lip gloss. They got to understand, these people work at their own pace. They love the fans, but they're going to work at their own pace. B ain't over there doing no hippie. Okay, y'all, listen, let's move on because we're going to get in trouble. We're going to get in trouble with the Beehive. That's Ray Bishop Beehive. His name is Ray Bishop. And y'all go over there and knock on his door. Give me my next story, Kwame. What do we have? Child, listen. Okay, we got Drake and 21 Savage. I don't know what these two have. This is giving me some type of Latino fan club, read it wrong. Okay, that's tomorrow night, Titans. Be good. So they're being sued by Vogue, y'all. They're being sued by Vogue, but that's not the story. The story is that there is rumblings that there's going to be a tour with Drake and 21 Savage coming up next year. I can only imagine that's going to be bananas. I can imagine what those tickets are going to cost as well. You know what, Ray? They're going to come. So Drake and 21 Savage, a joint tour. I don't know what it's going to be called, up in the cabin. I don't know. Rihanna said Super Bowl and music are 2 different things. Okay. But yeah, at the end of the day, y'all, be prepared for a joint tour with Drake and 21 Savage. 21 Savage is really lucky, y'all, because listen, Drake could have chose a lot of artists. Drake could have chose a lot of artists, but he chose 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying? All right. They sit on the steps. What they finna do? Okay. Give me my next. Give me my next story, Kwame. What y'all finna go in the house and do? Oh wow. Okay, Miss Jackson. What Jackson am I talking about? Millie? No, I'm talking about Janet Jackson. Stay right there, Kwame. That is her legendary album cover from 1985-86, Control, where she broke free of her father. And that is Janet, her groundbreaking multi-platinum album. But listen, she was going up there to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to give tribute to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and redid the whole look in 2022. Everybody is gagging like, how is this possible? Give me that next slide, Kwame. How the hell is this possible? That's Janet in 2022. She wanted to recreate the Control look for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction for Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. And I don't know, Mama, is she drinking some type of special water? And I know people that have a lot of plastic surgery. Janet, she may have had a nip and a tuck, but Mama ain't really botched her face, like Vivica Fox. Let me tell you, this turning into a messy hour. Just stay with the music. Okay, so Janet Jackson recreated her album cover in real life, y'all, to pay homage. Janet went to some good doctors and she got good genes. And the overall narrative is black just don't crack, y'all. It just don't. So shout out to Miss Jackson. What else we got, Kwame? What else? We moving along. What else we got? Speaking of Patty, Patricia Louise Holt. That's Patty. Y'all say hi to Patty. We're gonna put this Aretha Patty shade to bed. It's the last thing I do. Y'all say hi to Patty. Hey, Patty. Okay, so 7 years ago this week, you guys, Patti LaBelle introduced the world to the Patty Pie. You remember the boy, the little boy, the boy, he was singing, he had a little wig on, a hat, and then he said the pie was so good. The Patty Pie, remember? Do we have that pie, Kwame? See if they remember. The pie, they say that pie was so delicious. There it is. It's a sweet potato pie. It debuted 7 years ago this week. I'm not going to tell y'all the backstory because I'm not trying to get triggered. Okay, yeah, James right, Chanel, him. I know James personally. Patty is wearing that hat. I could go pick up one while I'm out. How y'all like that pie? Was that pie as good as they say it was? I had a little piece of it. What y'all think about this pie? We done for the turn this into no shade fest. Ty, that boy didn't give you the credit. I don't want to talk about that. He said that everything fell apart and Walmart, none of them gave, child, I saw the interview, honey. That's what happens. Okay, listen. Her peach cobbler is good. Okay, the peach cobbler is good. Ray say it's edible. Them pies is nasty. Hey, sis, I just ordered me one. Okay, listen. Everybody's palate is different. Your taste palette. So no seasoning or butter. Listen, a lot of shade in this room. Okay, so y'all, we're here to just talk about Patty's pie. We don't really want to go too much shade because this is supposed to be about showing love to Patty. Did you like the pie, Kwame? Did you eat it, Kwame? Are y'all sharing this video like you shared that pie? Or you hit the share button? Are you letting other Tie Squad members know we're live on the air? I'll take a Costco pumpkin pie. Oh, Jesus. That peach apple. Okay. So I'm hearing a lot of people say her other desserts are delicious, are very, very delicious. Very rare. I make my own self laugh, y'all. Very rare. Oh, the shading is coming. Let's move on, Kwame, because I don't want nobody to accuse me of no janky shit, Kwame. You know what I'm saying? They say that pie is a diabetical pie for diabeticals. They ain't got no sugar in it. Okay, Kwame, let's move on. I don't understand it. Okay, y'all, it's time for Masterpiece. Now, these are albums. Pause that right there, Kwame. Pause that real quick. Pause that. Don't let me do this disclaimer. I'm gonna try not to raise my voice. Go ahead and pause that. Okay. Check this out. This is Thais Jackson of Jackson, Mississippi. These are my masterpieces, what I think are perfect albums, okay? If you don't agree, then, you just give me some albums and we'll put them up, okay? We'll do one show, fan favorites. These are my albums that I think are masterpieces. Now, if you don't think they are masterpieces, please, we'll have a fan show and you can, submit your albums and stuff. Okay, now let's start with our first album. Number 1, Beyonce, 2003. This is a masterpiece from start to finish. Okay? This is a masterpiece. Beyonce, now listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. She never really did another album like this, in my opinion. I've heard all her albums. She has evolved and changed with each album. This is R&B. This is R&B, okay? And it's fine. Remember, this all started early 2000s, so R&B was really popular. R&B was really hot, This is a Grammy-winning album. She started it up with Jay-Z with Dangerously in Love. She dropped that and just set the world on fire. Remember, this is her first solo album after Destiny's Child. Okay? This is when Jay-Z didn't get her hope. Yeah, and so you have Speechless, Crazy Dangerously in Love, you got Daddy, you got Signs. Oh my God, every track is a banger. I'd rather be with you. Ooh, yeah. I'd rather be with you. Y'all know. It's every track is a banger, y'all. Beyonce, girl, I'm sorry you did this. You really haven't gave me this type of, flavoring, Beyonce, since this one says, I've listened to all your other albums, honey, but maybe this is because this was in the height of the R&B era. Maybe you didn't want to revisit all that R&B on one album. You know what I'm saying? This is the one that set the tone for her solo career. Me, Myself, and I. My God. Continuous play track one and go all the way to the end, y'all. I'm just saying. You can put your favorite track from this album in the chat while we move on to our next album number 2. These are albums that I play all the way through. Woo! Mimi. Mimi. Mariah Carey, y'all. Let me say this. This has to be single-handedly one of the best albums out of the 2000s. I'm sorry. It's probably number 1. I can't think of another album that can top this album in the 2000s from a female. I'm trying to think. Beyonce that album was good, but I'm just talking about lyrically, production. Mariah Carey, girl, you was in your zenith on this one, mama. I don't know what to say other than, girl, this album, I can put it on right now, and Mariah will show her ass every track. This is when Mariah actually, is Jahan here? She may be at work. Is Jahan here? If she ain't here, I can talk. This is when Mariah was actually singing live, y'all. Mariah can sing live and stuff. Fly like a bird, we belong together. I remember when you come in mind, way back when. Oh my God, Mariah, you either had some really good meat in your life, or you was just really, this was your comeback album, and you knew you was gonna shut this shit down because you had a lot to prove with this album. Because that album before this, I forgot what it was, but the album before this, it just didn't land. It just didn't land. Okay, this is album number 2 on my list of just great albums, you guys. Great albums, masterpieces. Okay, am I doing good so far, Ty Squad? How many people agree that these are masterpieces? How many people say, Tice, they're good albums, but how many people say, Mother, you're on it already? You're doing good. Fly like a bird, The emphasis on actually has not. Okay, this is when Mariah was actually singing live. Okay, everybody, I'm doing good? Okay, so Kwame, I think we covered Mimi, the emancipation of Mimi from 2005. Who do we got next? Album number 3. See, y'all don't know nothing about this. No, I already know y'all don't know nothing about this. MJ, the king of pop. Y'all don't know nothing about this album. How many people know about this album? Spike Lee did a whole documentary on this album, y'all. That's how good this album was. People talk about Thriller. Thriller was really a pop success. Like, it was a pop phenomenon. There's not an album out there that can top Thriller. Nobody really talks about Off the Wall. Nobody talks about, I'm always shocked that nobody talks about this masterpiece. I Want to Rock With You, girlfriend. Ow. I'm gonna tell your boyfriend. I just can't get out. Okay, let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. You got me working day and night. Oh, ow. Okay, wait a minute. Listen, y'all, I'm sorry. No one really gives this album the energy they give Thriller. And Thriller is what it is, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Rock With You is still in heavy rotation. I wanna rock with you all night. You're a little horse Tice. Let that go, baby. Every song on this album knocks, y'all. Go pull it up. Go play it. Don't take my word for it. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now, y'all, we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back with the final album right after these messages. Kwame, take us to break. Now, before we go into our fourth album, I just want to say that I'm not biased about this. I'm not biased by this album, okay? But we have to talk about our fourth album. I love y'all. Keep sharing. You can tip us in our virtual tip jar. You can do all that stuff. But I have to set this final album up because I don't want nobody to think Mother's biased. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no bias. Awesome content. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Kwame, give us our fourth and final album, the fourth masterpiece. What is it? Oh, yes. You know what, Kwame? I'm gonna get you. Okay, this is a masterpiece of masterpieces. Rolling Stone, all of these music sources, cite this album for the phenomenal piece of work that it is. Aretha was in full voice. This is 1972. The Queen was in full voice, okay? She started the girls off with Rock Steady, okay? Rock Steady is a musical exploration and vocal acrobatic soul, okay? Then she came back and hit you with Daydreaming, and I'm thinking about you. Y'all know she wrote that about somebody. Y'all know. Daydreaming. Then she did a remake of Oh Me, Oh My, I'm a Fool for You, and everybody forgot about the lady that originally recorded it. Okay? So, and then we have so many other nice tracks on there. All the King's Horses, All the King's Men, all of these beautiful tracks on this album. This album is just Aretha at her absolute best, young, gifted, and black. There is no other album in her catalog that I feel encapsulates who she is and who she was. Young, gifted, and black. Of course, the title track, originally recorded by Nina Simone, okay? Young, gifted, and black, with my soul intact. Okay? Y'all are miss, y'all. Okay, Dennis Everest. Okay. My favorite cut by Aretha. All the King's Horses is the theme song. All right, and All the King's Men. I wore the needle out with this one when this one came out. Aretha, Queen, you outdid yourself on this. It just drips in Afrocentricity and just soul. It's just the album just drips of shea butter, and I can't even begin to tell y'all what it drips with. Okay, it's like this album is like collard greens with neck bones cooking on the stove with a ham in the oven and a small pan of dressing on the bottom shelf in the oven. Okay, so that concludes our four masterpieces. In my opinion, there are so many masterpieces, y'all, but these in my life, but these are four that I just wanted to cover tonight. There are countless masterpieces from Prince to Stevie Wonder. There's so many, y'all. We couldn't go through all of them tonight, okay? But these are four works of arts that I like. Yeah, get those likes up, y'all. Get those likes up. Okay. That album is like a hot comb on Easter Sunday. Okay, now it's time for our other segment. What do we got, Kwame? What do we got? It's time for, I think we're gonna go in the crates. Oh. It's time to go in the crates, Ty Squad. You never late, nephew. Love you. Daydreaming is one of my favorite songs of all time. But I never listened to the entire album. Go do it tonight. Okay. Woo. Okay, so we're gonna pull this album out the crate. It is our brother David Peaston, rest in peace, straight out of St. Louis. Our brother David Peaston, he won amateur night so many nights, you guys, at the Apollo. He got a record deal. He got a record deal. This man's tenor was bananas. His tenor, his range, the vocal acrobats. And I know I use vocal acrobats a lot, y'all, but this brother was not to be toyed with. This is the only album that he released, a major release. And he did a lot of things, you know, in theater, a little theater work and, you know, some features and stuff on Gladys Knight album, a couple of other albums. But eventually he passed away not too long ago. And man, that had to have him stop. He kept winning. And the title track from this album, you guys, is Can I? You know, the song that he won with on Amateur Night, y'all. David's voice was just phenomenal. And I just hate that he left us so soon, you know. So and a lot of people don't know his sister is Fontella Bass. Yeah, that's his sister, Fontella Bass, of legendary fame in her own right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check him out. Y'all check out Google on YouTube, do it in the search bar, look up David Peaston, and you can get a little piece of David. Okay. All right. What's our next album we putting out the crates tonight, Kwame? Okay. I'm doing males tonight. It's a double header with these males tonight, y'all. Okay. This is my era. I was in high school or just got out of high school, y'all. His name was Chucky Booker. And some may remember Chucky, some may not. You may not know who Chucky Booker is. There was only one track on this album, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. I'm just saying just one track. It was called Games. Why you wanna play your games on me? Why you wanna play? Yeah. Why You Wanna Play was on this album. Chucky did a lot of production. That was Chucky on Treat You Right by Angela Winbush on production, if I'm not mistaken. But Why You Want to Play Your Games was a really monster hit on the R&B charts, Soul Train and all this good stuff, you guys. So, yeah, Chucky Booker was a whole vibe. That summer. I want to say that was late summer, early fall when he dropped. And that's the only track I remember from that album, y'all. And then he probably just went back to writing and producing and stuff. He's still around, y'all. Y'all look him up. Y'all go right there and check out Chucky Booker. I Should Have Loved You by Chucky. See, I didn't go that deep into the album, Gwen. That's my cut. But he is an awesome producer. He produced, if you got an act from the 90s and the early 2000s, Chucky probably produced on that album. He probably did. Writing music. So Chucky's probably all right financially because Chucky wrote a lot of songs for people, arranged a lot of songs too. So maybe we'll on a future show we'll try to find a lot of his credits and let y'all know who Chucky wrote and produced for. But I know Angela Winbush was one of his main go-tos. Okay. Woo. Okay. So yeah, that concludes In the Crates. What do we got next, Kwame? Okay. Musicology announcers. We only have one announcement tonight, y'all. There's not a lot going on. Okay, Mariah again. Okay, Mimi again. Okay, so Merry Christmas to all. Where's she gonna be at? Oh, she's gonna be at the Madison Square Garden on December. Listen, y'all. We have to sit up here and play these games. Y'all know them tickets gonna be high as hell, y'all. Come on now. And then she gonna be at some in Toronto. Listen, them tickets gonna be the amount of your mortgage. Y'all know how Diana and Celine Dion, y'all know how them tickets be, how much them tickets be costing. But Mariah Carey, if you do have the money, and if you are a fan, if you are a lamb, she's going to be at Radio City Music Hall on December, I believe that's 13th, Kwame, right? December 13th, yes. Mariah has made 2 appearances tonight, Mimi, the queen of number ones. She's going to be lip syncing. Who said that? Wow. Okay. Not my Mariah. Girl, she gonna sing All I Want for Christmas. I like you, girl. Y'all are a mess. How many Top Squad members are committing to going up there to support Mariah if you're in the tri-state area? How many of y'all are gonna fly in for this concert? You know, this is a command performance. Well, this ain't no command performance, Thais. That's if the queen, a command performance is when the queen asks you to come sing. Kwabe, you not going? You not gonna fly in? She gonna sing All I Want for Christmas is You. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bell, bell, bells. Okay. Good luck, girl. Oh, damn. Ooh, I'll send her a little cash app. We can't use that word no more. Remember, y'all? We can't use it no more. Okay, bring me full screen, Kwabe. Before I get out of here, y'all, I just want to let y'all know that today, a lot of the races, we would have been on this morning, but so many races were uncalled. And so many races right now at this hour are still pending. I have decided to just do something in the morning, give it another day. So, you know, to let some of these races settle, because I was supposed to come on and give you an update and do some hot topics. But we woke up this morning to great news. There was a red it wasn't a red wave, but so many races have still to be settled, including Georgia, Nevada, and Arizona. So just a programming note, you guys. Not to hear sing. Oh my God, the top. Why are the top spots so bad, Mother Brown? They're just vicious. Anyways, y'all. So that's why Brother wasn't on this morning with a top 4 Wednesday, because a lot of the key races are still, you know. I'm glad women's rights are going good. Me too, Glenn. I'm with you, Jahan. Okay, y'all better get up off of Mariah, because y'all know Jahan don't play when it comes to Mimi. No, she don't. Okay. I thought Stacey conceded. Stacey conceded. Georgia is going to a runoff, y'all. And everything else is just, it's going to be a lot going on, okay? So I may come on and just say hello tonight, but I won't be doing a full show. So I may come on and just say a few words, because it's still early. And the top squad is going to want to like, girl, what are we going to do tonight? So I may still come on and say a few words, and then we'll pick back up tomorrow with a top 4 on Thursday, and then Tights After Dark at 7 o'clock tonight, y'all. Okay? Warnock and Walker, it's going to be probably December 6th, so we'll see what happens with that, y'all. Just want to give you a little programming note. Okay, so that concludes this latest edition of Musicology, right? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave you a little something you may not have known, or something you may, looked at and said tonight, oh, interesting. That's my goal, to open your mind to music outside of just the norm. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Kwame. Thank you, Pyro Media. I'll be on in a little bit, y'all. I'll be on in a little bit to shoot the breeze with y'all. Okay? So be on the lookout for Mother a little bit later on tonight. All right? Until we talk, have a great night. Remember, keep the music alive, y'all. The music only dies if we don't keep it alive. Okay? So keep the music alive. There's no such thing as, oh, those are oldies. Those are oldies. They're not old. They're not. I don't like that word, oldies. Okay? They're classics. They're legendary songs, legendary albums and artists. Okay? All right. Green hearts up. As I said earlier, you can hit our tip jar and leave a tip if you like. If not, we'll see you tonight at the same bad channel, same, situation. Love y'all. Bye.